We wanted to talk about New York City Comic Con last week. Unfortunately, we didn't get to film.
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Technically, somebody had difficulty getting here. No, there was a lot of stuff. I have a whole sheet. This is just like the stuff that jumped out to me of big news that came out at Comic Con in New York. It's one of the last big ones of the year, I think, right?
Yeah.
So they launched.
They're usually all year round.
Yeah,
This is the last really big one.
No, there's one more. I think it's early December. I want to say it's like Seattle Comic Con. I think if there's one last one like before, like it's early December.
Okay.
And that's about it, or it's late November, I think.
But I got whole sections here from DC and Marvel. Lots of stuff. Marvel cycling stuff right now, which I think is good. He's a little upset because they canceled 4 of your titles.
Yeah, well, this is the last issue of this once this is done.
Venom's ending. Fantastic Four and FF are canceled.
Well, all no offense to it, but like I like Fantastic Four, but FF I found was like dragging. But you don't have to worry about FF because a lot of FF has to do with the Inhumans and with Inhumanity coming out and them getting their own title. I'm gonna still be able to see Medusa and like I don't know, like Medusa was one of the cool ones and Ant-Man was one of the cool ones. She-Hulk was okay at times, and I'm gonna be happy that
She-Hulk?
Yeah, I got that down.
Is it Red She-Hulk or Green She-Hulk?
She's getting just Green She-Hulk. Yeah, she has a new ongoing because she's just kind of popping in different comic books right now. I'm super stoked because, like I was hoping after Trial of the Punisher came out, they are reissuing a Punisher comic, but Frank is moving to the West Coast, which I think can be really interesting. I think it's gonna look a little weird. Frank is kind of a dark and doomy kind of guy, and California doesn't really feel like that. What else was cool?
Like more
Loki, Agent of Asgard.
Just below West Coast.
I think I'll probably jump on that.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm not.
I'm gonna.
I might pick up the first.
The only reason I'm a little bit sketchy about it is it seems like they're catching up Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. getting his Agent of Asgard, and the whole thing is like, what happened to the old Loki, the little kid Loki? Do you guys remember that? The little kid with the horns.
He's still in there.
But no, it's the Loki from the movie. It looks almost identical for a while on the cover, and I was like,
that might just be to cash in on the movie.
I just feel like there's something I missed. That's why I'm worried. Like I'm worried that I'm gonna jump into this and there's gonna be something that's happened that's changed to make Loki here, and I'm not gonna know anymore.
So what else do we got? We got Elektra's coming back. Zeb Wells is gonna be running that, so that should be good.
Silver Surfer.
Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer, Iron Patriot's getting a solo.
Yes.
So's Black Widow.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Black Widow's a twice a month.
Don't you want to talk about Silver Surfer for a bit, Travis?
Well, of course, but he's trying to say everything.
Miracle Man is getting relaunched. He actually, the original died of either cancer or AIDS. It was a big monumental thing in the 70s or 80s. It was the very first time that, and he stayed dead, which is also a big
Is it a relaunch? Is it the same guy?
What they're actually doing is two of the really epic, big high-profile writers for the series were Alan Moore, who's famous for Watchmen, and Neil Gaiman from Sandman. And what they're doing is they're going to update the artwork and the letterboxing apparently in the old issues and finish the series, because I guess it didn't finish. Because Miracle Man changed a few times. He was Wonder Man at one point. But that sounds awesome because Alan Moore, great writer. Neil Gaiman is probably
one of the best.
Frank Miller and Neil Gaiman are probably the most revered comic writers of their generation.
Even for like
Neil Gaiman is way better than Frank Miller.
I think so too.
Same
but they're just
Frank Miller's
guys.
great. Don't get me wrong, but Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman has a way of doing that mystery and awe and magical.
What else is there? There's cool stuff happening in DC too. Kevin Smith is going to be writing a Batman miniseries. Which he's a big Batman fan.
He's a big Batman fan, but he did The Winding Gyre and Catacombs.
Big things. One of the other big things from DC is Batman's getting a new weekly title called Batman Eternal, which I'm excited about this, even though I'm not a DC guy. I've been over this a few times, but apparently they're taking Batman back to being a street level hero, which I think is the way he should be written.
Let's hope it's not Adam West Batman.
No way, man! Batman in surf shorts and surf.
But I'm stoked about that because I think that like him, Frank Castle's obviously my favorite Marvel guy, and I feel like they're kind of on a parallel. Cundell.
Oh yeah.
They have a very similar style, and if you can write them properly, they're just great
Oh,
story.
yeah.
They can write such good stories, and I think bringing him down back to a street level hero is going to be wicked. And you guys said there's some big writers going to be working on it.
I don't
big
know. The
artists.
fact that Scott Schneider's leaving, is he confirmed leaving Batman?
No, he's not leaving Batman. He's just.
I heard that there was a
helping-
change for one of the Batman titles, a whole new creative team. Which
yeah,
is it?
I don't know. Because I don't know right now.
The fact that also that like Scott Schneider, like I have faith in Scott Schneider be able to do like Eternal and this, but there's someone like what's it, something 4, like James Tyrion 4.
Yeah, James Tynion the Fourth.
Like him, I haven't heard a lot of him. He's doing like 3 titles for DC now.
Yeah.
Like, will he be able to keep doing this?
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
one of those things like.
But you
no,
get those
that's
big-
once per month though.
Yeah,
Like,
but you get those new upcoming writers who are so just want to get themselves out there. Like
I don't know.
Charles Soule is a big example. You see
He's
him,
doing a lot of
he's
stuff.
doing
You
a
were
lot of
telling me
stuff.
you've already
Jonathan
done like, reviews on
Hickman.
3 different comics that he's written
yeah,
in the last
3
like 3 weeks too.
Well, yeah,
There's
there's
like
one every
3 weeks in
week
a
that
row.
comes out for Charles.
Jonathan
Soule now.
Hickman's a big name. Brian Michael Bendis, like these guys, they write like 6 titles because that's their life. That's they want to get known. They want to get big.
Yeah.
Well,
What the supers apparently are going back in time to try and save Krypton, which could be interesting. We'll see what's up with that.
Of my understanding, if you've read Hell, he's rebuilt Krypton, so it's going to alter time in some way, and they're going to have to go and try and stop this.
I think in the midst of this, Superboy is supposed to make a sacrifice, and
Probably.
somebody's supposed to step in and fill his shoes. That'll be kind of interesting.
It'll be cool to see how it goes with the Teen Titans.
And
Because like he's become a secondary leader next to Tim, and even so, Tim's been acting a little sadistically evil-ish.
so Zod and Parasite are showing up soon in the DC universe.
Yeah.
Well, Parasite already
There's
showed
a
up.
new
didn't
look Oa.
Because Oa's just been destroyed. It's
Oa is
just about to be
no.
destroyed.
Oa has officially been destroyed in the
Yeah, exactly.
in the lights
Relic
out.
destroyed it.
Relic destroyed Oa, and the
The
reason
whole
why
planet.
Oa was just Oa was
He got
officially-
mogoed?
No,
he drained the battery,
core
and
in
because
core
the battery
feeds
was
off the
drained.
middle of the planet, so
Yeah,
it blows up.
so it
Uh,
cracked and blew
There's
up.
a
So
Justice
no
League
Mogo,
War
no that.
cartoon.
No, Mogo's still out there. We
Justice
just
League
haven't
War
heard of it.
cartoon.
Yeah, there's going to be a new animated Justice League.
Yeah, when we went to Fan Expo,
no.
they
Which is
were
that-
describing it's actually the first 8 issues of Justice League. Remember, it's
Oh,
actually the
No,
war
that's the animated movie.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it's
that's
called.
what-
Oh, sorry, I thought you said the animated TV show, and I'm like,
And
is
for
that
us,
like war?
and for us Canadians, Justice League Canada.
Yeah,
Well, just the Americans
Jeff Lemire.
movement.
Jeff Lemire,
He
he tweeted that. And one thing I'd like to bring up is Constantine. They were talking a lot about him and how he's going to be joining the syndicate. I'll give you my views on that. I honestly think if you know anything about Constantine, he's doing it to screw them in the end because he is the #1 person who doesn't let power go to the
He
wrong
showed up in
place.
another comic book this week too, eh?
Yeah, he showed up in Jonah Hex, which was
That's
just
cool.
awesome. I love Jonah Hex and I love Constantine. You saw those 2 characters and you know immediately they're both just gonna butt heads the whole time because they're a bunch of just not nice people.
For the ladies out there, apparently Vampire Diaries, DC has the rights to that, and it'll be going digital by Halloween. Woo! If you're a fan of video games, the Witcher series is being picked up by Dark Horse. They're going to be doing a Witcher comic book series.
Yeah, I heard that's gonna be great.
Ninja Gaiden Z is going to have a digital comic leading up to the new game.
I'm curious.
We'll see what's up.
The only problem is the digital. As
Yeah.
much as I want, because I love Ninja Gaiden. It's so good.
Yeah.
So
Frustrating.
I have a hard time reading it on the screen sometimes.
Exactly.
Like it just, if,
I
can't read
see
it
the
for too long.
convenience. I see
Yeah.
such the great convenience, and I want
Dude,
to.
it's on your cell phone.
I think I'll get it just to try this one out.
Transformers and G.I. Joe are crossing over in IDW. Big.
That seems like a fair
They're-
fight. Megatron
If you go and look
versus
up, if you go and look up what the series is going to be about, it sounds really interesting. I don't really read either of those comics, so I can't really judge whether or not they're very good. But the idea behind
the story.
what the crossover is going to be is very, very cool. Mark Waid's got a secret project happening or developing with Dynamite right now. That
Let's face it, Mark Waid
the
is one of the best. stand-ups.
keyword was key. I know that's
Could
a
be
terrible pun.
Key of Z. No.
No idea. Greg Rucka is
Sequel, that'd
starting.
be-
Greg Rucka
okay.
has a new owner. what is it? Owner Dark Horse is letting him release a creator-owned comic called
Oh,
Gale
okay.
that has a female
I
heroine.
was totally confused.
Greg Ruck has done a few things recently that were pretty big.
Lied.
I don't remember, but I have seen his name.
I know I see his name around a lot of usually I think I see it around DC stuff.
Maybe.
And for me, being a huge Firefly fan, that is Dark Horse is giving it a new series, as well as Alien, Predator, and AVP,
Oh shit.
and Prometheus. They're all getting relaunched comic books, which I don't know about Predator, but I'll probably pick up Alien because some of the old Alien comics are really interesting.
Yeah.
They cover a
Push
gambit
them
of
forward.
things, but it's pretty cool. I like it. So I'm stoked about that. Dark Horse has got a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff down. It's Dark Horse is involved in, and New York Comic Con used to be like a huge
It is one of the bigger
Setting
cons
up-
next to Sandy.
setting up a huge 2014. I think
for
our
comic books.
wallets are about to get much lighter. I think.
Oh great.
Much lighter.
Much
Oh, okay.
later.
Sorry. I thought you were
Much
like,
later.
We're gonna have more money. I was like, what?
No, we're gonna have much less money.
Yeah, I know.
But
I'm really
I'm stoked. What was your like highlight? For me, it was the Punisher West Coast thing. I'm stoked. They haven't had a really good Punisher series in a while, so I'm excited for that.
Probably for me, I'm still wanting to know what the teaser trailer by the new comic dance lot's gonna be doing. I haven't been able to find
Because
anything
we figured out
about
what
that.
the other two were, right? They were
No.
Brad was Silver.
Red Silver Surfer they're doing with Alfred Morris, which is the guy who does FF's art. So it's FF's art style. So he's coming over to work with Dan Slott, and they're really happy. And apparently the whole concept of it is the Cosmic Surfboard's like a car, and you're a teenager, and you go anywhere you want, so let's go on a road trip.
Especially a guy who was a slave
Slave.
his whole life.
Slave to his people, and then was forced to be a herald of Galactus. It's like, you don't have a choice. You can't be like, Galactus, I want the weekend off. You like backhand you, man.
Yeah, he's still the weekend badass though.
Please can I not go conquer that planet? Shut up and make me dinner.
What was yours? What was the one that jumped out to you?
Honestly, one of the bigger things would be the Constantine, because I'm a big Constantine fan, and Loki, because I'm actually really looking. I love Loki. I feel that he's going to be a great character, and he's very playful. That's probably the word I'd use on him, and that's what I'm hoping for in the comic.
Yeah, well, his Norse god mythology is he's the trickster god. He's
Exactly.
not like an evil god. He just likes to get
Like
into
screwing
trouble.
around
Exactly.
with people's heads.
What about you?
Iron Patriot, right?
Actually, the Iron Patriot I would like to check out because the whole involvement with
It's-
Norman Osborn.
Well, it's
is
Rhodey
amazing.
trying to redeem it, right?
Exactly. I think the redemption story would be cool. Also, the
As long as they bring Terrence Howard back in the movie, I'm fine with it. I love Don
Yeah.
Cheadle, but I really only want
Yeah,
to see Don Cheadle as Captain Planet now.
yeah.
Tree!
And another
Tree.
one, Black Widow. I mean, I like those espionage spy kind of feels comic books, and I think that could be
That
pretty
could be
exciting.
really cool too, yeah.
And one that
Warrior.
myself and Travis are looking
Warriors.
forward to.
No
is-
Warriors!
And the reason being we're both looking forward to this is because I collect Nova and Travis collects.
Scott Spider, and they canceled it on me.
Exactly. So
Now I have this.
but it's a new team up with the new Warriors. They have, if you have been reading Nova, the new Warriors are trying to these two guys, Speedball and Justice, are trying to bring back the new Warriors, and they're trying to recruit Nova, and they help them out. So they kind of
If for people who don't know why they're trying to bring back
The New Warriors.
do you let them know?
oh yeah,
Well,
This is kind of a big deal.
What's the reason that they're trying to remake them?
that there's no new Warriors, and they're actually these younger kids, that they're trying to start.
Well,
And I think
it's
they're
gonna
like
be a little
18
bit.
and
It's gonna be a
20.
little bit weird. Well, how old's Nova? 14.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, let's just have like 24, 25-year-old Scarlet Spider, trained assassin,
But not
who
only
goes to like
Spider.
murder
What's
people.
the girl Scarlet Spiders with the
I
Mexican?
can't
She's
even-
like 16.
I can't remember what her code name is ever.
But she's a pretty cool
Do you
character.
think Marvel's
and I
trying
think-
to target younger audiences right now? Because I think
Yeah.
a lot of their titles are a little bit more mature right now.
Well, they have Young Avengers also, and Avengers Academy. Isn't that still both going?
Yeah.
Or is Young Avengers done?
No, Young Avengers. I
Young
think
Avengers
came
is
out
going?
today.
Yeah, it did.
Probably.
It did come out.
But
I
yeah,
know.
because I think they don't have very many like directly related to young
No,
kids.
not super. Well, they do because they have like the animated Spider-Man
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and they try and feed off that. Same as they have like Miles Morales Spider-Man, but that's
Morales. It's Morales.
He's still okay.
It's a Spanish last name.
Calm
It's
down.
Morales.
Calm down.
Morals would not have an E in it.
Oh.
Continue,
Spanish
please.
E has an accent
Okay.
on it.
But really, we're looking for this title because it's like me and Malcolm's love child because it's both Nova and Scarlet. But not even that. It has.
We are super excited because the writer and the artist are together again. We miss this so much.
It's Chris Yost and Marcus Toe, which both did Red Robin when it first came out, and that was me and Malcolm.
Oh, he jumped ship?
No,
That was a
Red
long
Robin.
time
DC to Marvel? No, like the writers
Marcus Toe has been writing, doing art for Marvel and DC,
Yeah.
and Yost like mostly does Marvel.
Yeah, he jumped over to DC,
to
when
do
he
that.
did Red Robin, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's what they're.
And it was like one of the best runs. If I suggest anyone to get a run, get the Red Robin run.
like his first
This is
6
pre
issues.
52, so try it. It's freaking
awesome.
beautiful, and Marcus Toe does beautiful art, and Chris Yost just knows how to write that character, and that's why we're so excited because Chris Yost is getting to write a lot of characters kind of like this,
And we haven't
not
seen
only
it.
that, but we get to see that team aspect.
I think he can do a really good one. Like, who was it? Jeff Parker that did Teen Titans.
JT Krull or
Yeah.
Jeff Johns.
JT Krull,
Those are the
JT
two
Krull.
runs that we really
That's what's gonna
enjoyed.
be. JT Krull, like he was very
JT Krull was
good.
when the both
at-
Red
I
Robin
know.
and Damien.
He was
on.
very well at writing the team mechanics kind of thing too with it, and that's what I really liked about that.
Yeah.
Can
So
you tell these guys
hopefully
are nerdgasming about New Warriors?
The Warriors is gonna be
I
sweet.
think you're gonna have to probably check it out just based on
Issue 1, I'm
Based
gonna
on this.
review.
just based on this. We've been sitting here like
Yeah.
morons.
good.
Like, yeah.
Also, me and this guy here are super psyched for Quantum and Woody miniseries. It's coming
Yeah,
out.
they're bringing
redone.
the original writers back to do a run
I think
based
six
in
part?
the original five issue
Whatever.
series?
5,
Based
6.
in the original Quantum and Woody what
Timeline 10 years from the
Timeline,
future
yeah.
after like they quit,
being a team.
or yes, I don't know
It's
why.
but because the
Should be
Quantum and
cool.
Woody series is already really good. So
Mhm. So I'm hoping this will be pretty
we're
good.
hoping it's gonna be sweet. So I mean, basically, Quantum and Woody has
Mhm.
been one of the like
Very funny
standout
titles.
comics of the year for us.
Unfortunately, Tom Fowler's leaving, right?
Yeah, Tom Fowler's leaving, which sucks.
Sad day.
At least he's not the writer. Like if the writer
Yeah.
was leaving, I would be like, damn. But even I'm sad that Tom's
Tom
leaving.
Fowler.
He's got very distinct artwork. So
Mhm.
you wanna bring us on home?
Yeah. Well, one thing I wanted to mention before is, as it was announced,
Oh, shit.
was the new voice actor
Excuse
for
me.
the Joker in Arkham Origins.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker.
I got
yeah.
to hear him do the monologue from I think Death in the Family, and he was amazing. Because Mark Hamill did the voice for
Exactly,
Joker for a
that's-
long
that's what I'm
time,
saying.
and it was really, really good. It was perfect. When
Just
like
killed his-
I know
He-
that
which
I know
Mark
I was
Hamill
pretty
was the
happy
best.
that when the Dark Knight came out, that I felt like Heath Ledger tried to channel that, and I
Yeah.
feel like Troy Baker's trying to channel it, but like with a younger kind of.
Well,
So
it is
it's
Joker's
exactly-
younger.
You know,
the story
I
of
think
the
it's.
meeting
You
and
sound
that.
I was so impressed.
That's
I couldn't
what I'm
believe it.
saying.
I was so impressed.
Just thought you should know because all the most Joker voice acting was done by Mark Hamill, and as we all know, he retired last year because it's hard to do the Joker's voice,
Very strainful.
especially when
How old are you?
When getting that age. But yeah, so
Like Luke Skywalker deserves.
exactly
Yeah.
a little bit of break. But yeah,
He's a Jedi.
again, thank you very much, guys, for watching and gals, and remember, pick up your weekly comics.